Hi, good evening. My name is Brett James McKendrick. I'm a student at FSCJ, and today I'm going to be giving a speech on why Florida is the best state and why you should be moving to Florida. I want to thank my audience, Ms. Laura Steigelman and Mr. Herbert Steigelman as well, for being here tonight. Let me hook this up to the mount and we will get started. Alrighty, now like I said, today I'm going to be giving a speech today on why Florida is the best state and why you should be moving to Florida. Now, the three main reasons why Florida is the best state is 1, because of the weather. 2, because of the family interest and everything that it brings along with it. And 3, state income tax, and the average cost of living is very, very cheap comparative to a lot of other states in the United States. Now, the first reason I want to get into, like I said, is because of the weather here in Florida. 365 days out of the year, it's summer here in Florida. You've got the beaches, you've got pools, you've got hiking trails, you've got the Everglades, you've got theme parks to go to. Whereas in other states, you don't have those kind of opportunities available to you at every moment you want. Whether that's on the weekends or on the weekdays, Florida residents also have it much cheaper to go to these amenities as well, comparative to people who are visiting. And speaking of visitors, Orlando, Florida, home to Disney, is the second most visited place in the United States next to Las Vegas every year. That is another reason why you should want to move down to Florida, not just because you're going to have Disney and Orlando there, but because there's a huge mass of growing cities in Florida. It is one of the biggest economic growth states in the United States as well. And if Florida was just a nation on its own, it would be the 17th highest in the entire world. Jacksonville, Florida, Miami, Florida, Tampa, Orlando, all of the metropolis cities, they are all continuing to rise with young students coming out of college, growing families every single day. And speaking of families, I want to talk about why families should be wanting to move down here and wanting to continue living in the state of Florida as well. Families want to come live down here because, like I said, A, the cost of living is relatively cheap. Income taxes and all of that stuff. Florida is the 5th lowest out of all the states in terms of residents paying in terms of taxes, in terms of federal taxes, income taxes, and a handful of other things as well. But Florida, for families, career opportunities are growing every single day in the state of Florida, but also school systems, especially here in Northeast Florida, here in St. Augustine and in Jacksonville. The school districts, universities are growing, and we have one of the best in the entire world and here in the United States as well. That is why a lot of people want to come live down here as well and transfer to these areas because of the opportunities that it's going to present them, and especially at University of Central Florida as well. You have ESPN and Disney working with these college students every single day. It's just another great reason for them to get out and have more opportunities in the entire real world. And then the third and biggest reason why Florida is the best state and why you should want to move to Florida is because of no state income tax. The average American household spends about $10,000 to $11,000 a year on income taxes as a whole, not just state income tax, but that is a big part of it. 14% of your income you're going to make over the entirety of your working career, which is on average about 50 years in the United States, 40 to 50 years. 14% of that is going to be coming from state income tax. And Florida is one of 7 states to not have any state income tax. That is a huge, huge difference in your 401k, your house payments, sending your kids to college, and just your well-being as a whole. The average living and cost of living in Florida is relatively cheap as well. You know, most of us are probably not multimillionaires, so we're not going to be living in a huge gated neighborhood with $1 million homes next to celebrities and stuff. So we'll throw that away to the side for a second. But when you're talking about just average homes and just living and the necessities that you have, it's only about $40,000 to $42,000 the average income that you need to live in the state of Florida as well, comparative to California, which is well over $60,000 a year. And that is one of the other comparative states to the state of Florida that people make an argument for as one of the better states. But back to my point about Florida just being a great state in terms of retirement and things like that. That is why a lot of people from upstate United States want to come down south because of the weather and because of their retirement plans. Florida is very friendly when it comes to taxing on retirement people, and everything like that. So it's a big interest on why Florida is a big state, on why old people and retired people and middle-aged people, people of all ages and students as well, want to come live in Florida for a multitude of reasons. And although Florida is not a perfect state, we do have a lot of great opportunities here for everyone of all ages, and I highly encourage you to talk to people who are from Florida, do some more research on Florida, and if you've already lived here before, take a moment and appreciate every little thing that you have here in Florida that you wouldn't get in any other state. Thank you so much for listening to my speech.